the Skybridge Salt Hedge Fund Conference in Las Vegas, you didn't really think that 2,000 plus hedge fund managers or political giants were just going to sleep in. Oh no, they're getting up at the crack of dawn here at the Bellagio to take a spin class called Flywheel. It is among, if not the toughest workouts in all of America. And the brand new CEO, Sarah Robb Hagen, is right here with us. How did you pull this off?
I know, right? And these are our brand new bikes that we just shipped in from California for the conference. There's 42 of them, yeah.
And by the way, you're getting an exclusive look here at this pop-up studio, which I think is a really brilliant idea. You know, I got an email right away. I am a Flywheel devotee.
I know. I was like, body by Flywheel. I love this. Look at this right here.
My new best friend. But tell me the response and the reaction from these very powerful people in the world of business.
You know, I think it's a huge trend that's happening in business. Like, we go to these conferences, we're all staying out late. You want to get your routine to stick with you, right? And so when we say, hey, we're bringing Flywheel to the conference, immediately the classes were sold out. Like every morning, 6 a.m., 7 a.m., it's totally packed because people are like, I want to stay on my routine.
Let's show, because this is new, the brand new bikes that you've rolled out. Where are they made, manufactured, and what do they do that's different?
So they're awesome. They're manufactured in Germany, so high precision bikes these are, and they're designed for athletic riders. You know that the ride at Flywheel is definitely performance oriented, and you see that the bike is actually designed to flex a little bit so that you, as you're riding, you can really push yourself and get more power output, which is awesome. And it's just got a bunch more ways to adjust the size, the seat height and the handlebars so that you can get a better ergonomic fit.
Well, I've been doing it ever since Flywheel opened several years ago, right? But what I find interesting is there are a lot of options out there. There's a competition out there. We all have heard of SoulCycle, but I try and explain to people there's a real difference between the personalities of people who take Flywheel and those who take other spin classes. What is that?
It's really interesting. We've done all this research recently about like how people in America in general think about fitness, and there's very different motivations for coming in the door. Some people, it's about a social experience, it's about being with your friends, it's about mind, body. For others, it's competition, it's performance, and it's like the 2,000 type A personalities at this conference, right? Like they want to perform in life, they want to perform in fitness, and that's why Flywheel really works for them.
Oh, believe me, you had every bike. I took it yesterday. You had every bike in here filled, and how'd you do?
How'd you do?
Because you compete against each other with Flywheel.
It's funny, there was a guy next to me who literally, he's like, which bike is the one that was 2 points in front of me? I was like, exactly, right?
Which is classic CEO mind, right? It's again, that type AAA thing. Let's talk about the growth of the business, because you're nationwide right now. And how many more studios do you plan to open? You've just come on board from Equinox, and then before that you've been at Gatorade, you've been at Nike. She turned around the Gatorade brand, by the way, when she was there. But how do you, this doesn't need a turnaround, it needs explosive growth.
And that's what's exciting to me. It's like we're 42 studios right now. We're in New York, LA, all the major markets, but we're also in some secondary markets. We've really succeeded in places like Raleigh, Charlotte, North Carolina, proving that the model works in secondary markets as well. So we're super bullish actually about the studio growth, and we've also announced that we're going to take the experience anywhere in terms of a streaming content platform, so you can actually buy the bike and have it in your home.
Oh, so similar competitor to, say, Peloton, which we've heard about?
Yeah, Peloton's definitely started that part of the business, but we see it as like an extension of the studio business. So someone like you, you love Flywheel, you take Flywheel, you're on the road, you're in a city where one of our studios doesn't exist, you'll be able to tap into the exact instructors that you love and take the same class and measure your stats.
Where do I find the bike?
You can get the bike in your own home, and then you'll also have the content on your tablet.
And so, to that end, how much would that cost? Do you have a price yet?
We have not announced the price, but it will definitely be very competitive.
Okay, very competitive. And you've got a book out.
I do,
called Extreme You, which doesn't shock anybody because you are extreme, but you have a different type of story. You know, yes, you've had amazing successes, but they didn't always come easily.
Absolutely, and that's why I wrote the book, because I have proudly stated I got fired twice in my 20s on the way to turning around a giant $5 billion business, and I realized that it was time that we talked a little bit more about how you have to fail and take risks on the road to success, because I think particularly for young people today, like the world is perfect Instagram, perfect resumes, and it's important to share the message that those who are incredibly successful generally actually have to learn and take risks and fail and rebound on the way up.
Well, as I look at this pop-up studio, I must say, I think to myself, as you're growing, do at some point you need to go to the public markets and launch an IPO. Going public.
Well, watch the space. We want to grow, that is for sure.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's fascinating to see, and I'm telling you, it's hard to get a bike. I had to show up as a walk-in, but I got in.
But you crushed it, by the way.
Didn't.
Front row yesterday.
The guy next to me was beating me, and it was only his second time doing it. See, that's the flywheel mentality.
Right.
Great to see you. Thank
Lovely.
you so much.
Thanks so much.
Good luck to you.